Hey guys, Dr. P here. This is our CBD workshop. CBD workshops are designed to educate you on the growing trend of CBD. Now I don't claim to be an expert by any means, but I've had to kind of become up on this, let's say. Been to a lot of seminars with the CBD gurus and then read a lot of books. And anyway, I think this will help you. And plus we've got it in the office, so I wanted to have the best quality, answer all the questions for you, and have a great one available to you. Again, there is no best, there's only better, and there's certain things that are required for CBD to be good and effective. So we're going to run through some things in 15-20 minutes. Hang in there. Hopefully you'll learn some things, but we also have to learn why it works and what it does. Why it does what it does, so that you're more comfortable getting it. Because, you know, a certain age group, you're pushing their limits when you're talking CBD, because they go back in time and worry about things how they were. I've been in practice a long time, and I haven't seen anything that is this effective for. We'll talk about it. So first of all, keep an eye on this, and if you can take notes or anything. But CBD is legal in all 50 states without a prescription. CBD has really amazing effects on pain, addiction, anxiety, and a lot of other conditions that we'll talk about. It does not get you high. It is very safe, and it is not addicting. You're not going to build up an addiction to this. But here's some history. It was arbitrarily decided that if you extract CBD and it's got 0.3% THC, that's the stuff that gets you high, or less, it's called hemp. All right, so that's hemp. More than 3.3% is considered marijuana. So all these you have to have for CBD to be legal has got 0.3%, and they should be. Hemp oil is the oil that's extracted from non-high or euphoric hemp plants. That's the hemp oil. CBD oil is just hemp oil that's been further extracted and refined so that there are higher levels of CBD and less of the other cannabinoids and terpenes. So you're getting better stuff, you're getting more refined stuff. All right, so you don't have to remember that, but that's just a little history. One thing you should know, a lot of people get confused with this, is hemp seed oil is often misunderstood by consumers, and they may be buying the wrong thing. Hemp seed oil does not contain CBD or any cannabinoids. It's less expensive. It's a good thing in the sense that it contains large amounts of omega fatty acids, and I do workshops on that in itself. And omega fatty acids are great for inflammation and have cardiovascular benefits, and they're good for you. So you get those in fish oils, things of that nature. But it's heart health, your digestion, your skin. It has high levels of vitamin E. It's an antioxidant. But just remember this: hemp seed oil, you're not going to get the benefits of CBD. All right, so remember that. Hemp extract is the one you want if you're looking for CBD. Hemp extract, it equals CBD oil. They're synonymous. It comes from the stalks, the stems, the leaves, and all the other parts. So if you want the benefits of CBD, choose hemp extract /or CBD oil. All right. So how do they get this stuff? And this is a big deal here, and currently where things are at. So in the top line, you see these hydrocarbons: benzene, butane, hexane, propane. All these are known carcinogens, and they're used as solvents to extract the CBD out. Cheaper way to do it. Ingestible solvents: ethanol, olive oil, coconut oil. Now, these usually apply to the gummies and things of that nature, and all the other offshoots that they're doing with CBD. But not the most common, but the one you want is carbon dioxide, or CO2. It's currently safest is carbon dioxide extraction. It's most efficient. I don't know how I can say the word efficient, but it's the most expensive and the best, and leaves minimal residuals, so you get the CBD purity. So you want to ask that question. Remember that. So how does this stuff work? What's it doing? First of all, CBD is not a substitute for what your body does. It enhances your own system. So its job is to modulate the systems that become overheated. It's like a break. This system right here, ECS system, endocannabinoid system, ECS. It modulates other systems that become overheated. It's a braking system. It slows things down. How you perceive pain, your gut, how it works, memory, sleep, stress, anxiety. The list is very long. But it's a homeostasis. This ECS system, homeostasis. Homeostasis is when one thing's out of balance, another comes and balances it. So it's always working. It's a system that we've known about forever. It's found in the brain and the body, and it has the most common receptors throughout the body. ECS system. This is an anti-inflammatory system. So one thing you need to know here, and it's because I get this a lot. Well, I'll ask my medical doctor. Okay. Well, 95% physicians were not taught the ECS system in school. Maybe introduced to it, but nothing of importance to them that they're going to attack or address. 95%. It's getting a little better now. There's over 3,000 studies to date and ongoing, and that's even a little outdated there. Again, legal in all 50 states. But remember, when I'm going to go ask my medical doctor, well, you better ask the right questions if he really knows what he's talking about with that, and it's okay. Not everybody understands and is up on this. This is just a pretty picture of all the receptors that are in the body. They're all over, and we just say they're the receptors in the brain and throughout the body. And CBD really does not turn on these receptors. It blocks an enzyme that causes these receptors to work better. There's CB1 receptors, which are brain essentially, CB2s throughout the body, and vice versa. I may have got that backward. Let me see. But the point is, these receptors, which are all in all organs and even in your skin, that's why these lotions work so well. CBD creams, you have receptors in your skin, therefore the absorbability is greater and the effectiveness on the joint, on the hand, is much greater than your standard or your biofreezers and all those things you may be taking. So these receptors are what it activates in the ECS system. Okay? So purity, that's the key thing here. When you buy from less than reputable places, the purity may be something. It has to be third-party tested with a lab report. Every batch has to be the same and an independent to verify the amount of THC. The CO2 extraction, we talked about that. The more organic it is, ask that question: is this organic? Where does it come from? There's a lot of studies demonstrating you don't want anything comes from Europe. Let's keep it in the United States. That's where it's best. Colorado, Kentucky, all these places are doing this. Full spectrum, this is generally the one everybody gets, and it's because of this entourage effect. And the full spectrum has the 0.3% THC. You know that. Just own that, full spectrum. And they call it full spectrum because it has vitamins, minerals, terpenes, bioflavonoids, phytoflavonoids, and all these nice words that means it works better. It has the chemicals generally remain in it to do a better job. Because just like a vitamin D, calcium requires vitamin D3 to be absorbed through the small intestine. So does CBD, or cannabinoids, require a lot of these things to work better. However, you'll hear the word isolate. Isolate is when all THC is removed. It's very pure, and all this is removed usually also. They'll add things back, flavoring, and they'll try to put these back. But if it's an isolate, it has no THC. And the studies generally demonstrate, right, at present, that this is better. All right. So here's what we know. It reduces inflammation. Inflammation is disease. That is a whole topic in itself, but all diseases and problems are generally inflammatory in nature. Cardiovascular disease, inflammation of the arteries, on and on. It works to improve homeostasis, that balance. It makes your body work better. some reports from our office. I guess the two main ones are headaches and arthritis. Really good for headaches, really good for arthritis. It's an anti-inflammatory. Improves sleep. My wife takes it for her sleep. Tremors have been lessened. I've seen some neat things in that. The intentions and subclinical decreased pain, blood pressure reduced, pain, number one, that's should be up here, and anxiety. Just a few. That's from reports from our office that I see on a daily basis. And people keep coming back and using this. That's one of those things where you don't see this, oh, you get all these testimonials, this is great for me, but probably not great for you. You know that. So, safe. Is it safe? Big question. It's an oil. It's just like sunflower or olive oil. It's fat soluble. Yes, it is safe. No side effects unless heavy usage. And these things are a little costly. I doubt you'll have heavy usage. Medication interactions. Well, this just says there's a P450 enzyme in the liver that breaks down about 60% of all the medications that are FDA prescribed medications. This P54 enzyme, the CBD does affect that. So the word's still out on medication uses in CBD. So do a lot of the herbs that you take. So do a lot of the supplements that you take affect this also. But this is new, and people are a little concerned. And there are two anticoagulants, blood thinners, and epilepsy. That's where the research that I've seen says, let's just stay away from CBD. I'm not sure the interaction with those particular ones. Pregnancy, I got nothing to tell you on that. It's no conclusive studies to date. I wouldn't worry about it a bit personally, but I'm not telling you to do that. Children, there's no conclusive. We don't know. It's an anti-inflammatory. They maybe, if it was my child, tremors, things of that nature, I might be interested in. But children shouldn't need that. Does not cause dependency, and right now, positive drug tests. Research says no, unless you got incorrectly labeled products. That's where I'm talking about third-party testing and things of that nature. Now, I know the police officers and the medical community can't even risk that, and they're not there yet. They will be. It's coming, but I don't tell them to take this, and I don't even tell them to take the isolate. That's their decision. Just inform them, and we'll get to that as the research comes along. Most research, you read all the books, and generally the first one is headaches. Then there's chronic pain, arthritis, things like that. And even the topicals are better for acute pain. My knuckles hurt, my thumb hurts, my elbow hurts, and mine do. The topicals are better for that. Addiction they're showing a lot of promise with that, getting people off for addiction. And I got a patient, 18 years of hydrocodone, VA, took him off CBD. He went to, made the transition. He's incredible. He's worried to death about it. Just a story. Fibromyalgia, arthritis, irritable bowel syndrome, gut disorders, and this all those receptors are in there. Insomnia, anxiety, PTSD, depression, stress, Alzheimer's, a lot of work being done on Parkinson's. Can we help the tremors? Can we help these people? Not cure it, help it. So those are a few things. Dosage. So if you take this, if you decide to go down this road, first of all, I want you to consider, if you're going to do this, do it at least a 3-month trial. All right, don't go 2 weeks and then it's no miracle cure. 3 months, just like any other supplement. Start slow and go slow. Start slow and go slow. It's by mouth, under the tongue. Tends to be a faster effect. Swallow it, slower effect than the capsules. Topicals, acute pain, we talked about that. Generally reevaluate maybe after 2 weeks where you're at. You may have to go up or down. Elderly, do it a little bit slower. Start with less. With general rule, we're trying to start you at about 30 milligrams per day. Now, that may not be enough or it may be too much. We'll find that out. And then you work up. You're trying to find the sweet spot where this is good for you. And this helps. I know mine, but have to work at it a while. Over time, the dosage can be decreased. We're really not trying to keep you on this forever. If you do, it's only a minimal every once in a while. So, if you have any questions, call me. Call the office, 579-6500. But some of the questions that do come up, I think we addressed that. Positive drug test. Again, it says no because it's hair. And anyway, we'll get into that. I'm not, and anybody that's in that situation, you need to get approval from the higher ups in your field. Heavy antidepressants like Seroquel and on, and all these combinations. There's a lot of questions to that. Well, there is no definitive research on it. My feeling on it, is personal clinical opinion, is if it can help you get off of it and in a healthier way than some of these major meds that you're on, if it was me, I'm willing to go down that road. If it can play a substitute and make my body work better and function better, whereas all these other things are substitutes and simply turning off your body to even work because they substitute for what you should have. Whole nother dissertation. So there's a couple of questions. There's plenty of others, but you're welcome to call us, 579-6500. If you want to come attend a workshop, please do. But I hope you learned something, and do not fear the CBD oils, okay? They work. Have a good day.